What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Connectors Corner, everybody, where we build everything on kingdom principle. I am your host, Drew Dockery, the Master Connector. I'm a business coach, and I help sales pros and entrepreneurs not leave money on the table by doing three simple things. Number one, monetizing your relationships. Number two, growing your networks. And number three, making the proper connections. I am also the author of the Connectors Handbook. Oh my God, if you don't got it, you need it to build your businesses while you're moving and grooving in those rooms of greatness when it comes to getting to that money. So today, we are going to talk about the payoff. The payoff. What is the benefit from working with me or any other business coach? We already talked about that, but we want to get into the specifics of how the Connectors Corner can help you. Now, listen, I'm doing some things very, very, very soon. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I'm putting together what I call the Connectors Mastery Summit. It's going to be a live and virtual event. I hope you guys can be there and come through. We're going to be limited on seating for sure, but I'll give access virtually so, some folks can get involved with some of the best networkers, best entrepreneurs that you'll see in Western New York and some, out of town guys. A lot of my friends, I'm blessed to have a good network of folks who are extremely successful in what they do. They are pretty much experts in their fields. So we're putting together a summit. We're going to come together and just rock out and give nuggets heavy so everybody can get that information that they need to, make more money, be better, and, live the dream the best way they can. So today, again, we're talking about the payoff. So what's the payoff for, connecting with the Connectors Corner? The payoff is simple. I know a lot of people, when it comes to business, they try to promise people a lot of different things. I can't promise you anything. If you participate in the process, then you can definitely be able to reap the benefits from, the results of that. But it's just you participating. It's you going out and doing the work. Now, the only thing that I can tell you I'll do or that I do that I know a lot of other business coaches are not is they're doing exactly what they're teaching people to do. So for me, you get to do exactly what I'm doing. Exactly like the people that'll be on the summit panel, they've done what I'm doing. They've done what I'm teaching. Some of them are clients. Matter of fact, all of them are clients, now that I'm thinking about it. But at the same time, they still have very productive, successful businesses. And what's the payoff? The payoff has two phases to it. But the biggest part of the payoff is simply this. You'll have unlimited access to growing your network and having real connections. The problem I told you guys about last time when we went over the three simple things, the issue most of you folks have in business is the fact that you don't have enough people in your network and you don't know enough of the right people in your network. So yeah, when you have a high quality, and I mean very high quality network to do business with, they give you business, you give them business, you guys have business relationships and you work together. They use your products, they use your service, and you do the same with them. It creates a different dynamic when it comes to money being made because nobody's complaining about somebody making money off them. Honestly, I hate going to Walmart. I like Walmart, I like Target, but I would rather have somebody I knew with a department store or something that big where I can go shop and spend my money and support them. Me personally, you can ask any of my friends. If any of my friends have a business, I do my best to come through and support. I spend money with them all the time. They don't always do the same thing. It don't always happen. But at the same time, my business is not predicated on certain people buying things from me or spending money with me when it comes to learning how to build a business or doing business right. However, I have good karma coming my way. I sowed enough seeds. I've sowed some great relationships. So I don't complain too much. But most of the folks who do business with me, I make sure I do business with them. And you want to have that dynamic with your network because that's what's going to help you create more expertise, more influence, and more credibility when it comes to building your business. So yeah, the Connectors Handbook is just a surface level conversation. However, everything we talk about, we're probably going to talk about the summit. We might not have enough time to, but it's in the book already. It's in the book. And most of those things we really expound upon when it comes to the mastery program. So yeah, if you don't want to pay that kind of money or pay 5 figures to work with me, in a group setting or one-on-one, I get that. It's in the book. You get the book. The book has all of the processing, the blueprint on how to make money when it comes to capitalizing on your network. Now, the summit is going to be in October. Not exactly sure what dates, but I'm sure we'll definitely get all that stuff squared away. All I can do is really just give you guys bits and pieces. I'm not sure what information I can share and what I can't, but just know it's coming, and hopefully you guys can come get involved. But everybody on the panel has definitely made some major moves when it comes to building a business. They've made some major moves when it comes to making money. Many of them are the top or the upper echelon when it comes to business in their field. Like one of them is one of the top real estate agents in Western New York, and he owns his own company. He owns his own brokerage. The other one is an entrepreneur I've been doing business with for over a decade, and he lives in Dallas, but he travels back and forth. He's Buffalo bred, homegrown here, but he's able to go out and build businesses and coach people and change millions of lives because he's able to network well. He has a large network. His network isn't stifling the growth of his business. Another gentleman, he's very successful in insurance, and the young lady who's on the panel, she's one of the local bankers. She's the top echelon or upper echelon of one of the local banks here. So yeah, your network is truly going to create your net worth. It just really comes down to you making that decision to grow that skill, get better at it, and make better connections. So like I said, the payoff, we have 2 phases to it. If you get more opportunities, you have more real connections, you'll get more opportunities to make money. The more opportunities you have, the more money you can make. The more money you can make, the better your lifestyle is, and the closer you are to living the life that you really desire to live and deserve to live as well. We do that in 2 phases though. It's 2 phases to it. It's not just like making more money. You can make $1 or $2 extra a year, and that's more money still, technically. But what we want to do is help you have exponential growth. So I'm talking about doubling your income. What if we're able to help you double your income with what we teach you, because you're now recognizing more opportunities? What if you're able to hit this number? I'm going to put the equation at the bottom of the screen, but take whatever your highest amount of money earned in a 12-month time span and multiply it by 16.667. What that represents is, case in point, Napoleon Hill says we use about 6% of our ability to actually create an income. And I can attest to that. That's true in my life. Typically, having a job, I would run to my job. That was the focus. That's where I knew how to make money, and I can do it easy. I understood it. So it was a simple transaction, me exchanging my time for dollars. But I was able to take this concept or the concepts that I teach and double my income at my job. Not even working on commission. I wasn't in sales as a commission associate or anything like that, but it was certain stipulations that had to happen and that we had to cover us as, employees of the company to be able to make more money. And I made sure I made, a good substantial amount. So I was able to double my income in 1 year. I went from like $26,000 to $50,000 in a year. And it was simple because I was able to use and leverage those relationships that I had. And I was connected with the right people who could actually send me more business, more money, to make money at that job. So yeah, I didn't have a problem making money at work. Now, the key to being a business owner or being in sales as a sales professional is you need to understand your industry. You need to understand exactly what it is that you do, the ins and outs of how you make money and how business is done. When you can do those 3 things, it puts you in a place where making money becomes easy. So now instead of running to get a second job, running to get a 3rd job, running back to your job as an entrepreneur, you know what you're doing, you know what you have to do to create a certain result, and you do that. And there's your payoff. That's how you're able to exponentially scale up your income. So that equation, 16.667 times the most money you've ever made in a year. Now, for me, I am approaching, that particular number. Not to put numbers out there, it's substantial. But at the same time, we want to see what your number is. We want you to see what your number is, see how we can help you get there. But the first phase is phase 1, doubling your income. Phase 2, reaching that potential income mark and possibly surpassing it. Now, I'm sure I can coach you to get there. I'm not sure exactly if you'll have what it takes to get there, but I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to hold your hand through the process. I'm willing to usher you into some rooms. I'm willing to do everything that's in my power to help you achieve and reach the goals that you have for yourself. I'm doing the same for me. So I feel like if we work together, we can definitely accomplish that feat and do it in a 12-month time span. And that's my promise on the mastery program. So that's the payoff. The payoff is, more money, more opportunities, because you get more opportunities having a larger network. So let's run it down. More contacts, more real connections, right? Will create more opportunities. More opportunities create more income being made, and more income being made creates you being able to live the life that you desire and the life you deserve to live. So with that being said, stay tuned. We got the Connectors Corner Mastery Summit coming up next month. I think I'm going to start doing this once a month, depending on how this first one turns out. We will have live access and virtual. The first one's going to be crazy. The second one is going to be bananas in November. Either November or December, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it because I want to be able to do this every month. It just depends on having those speakers on those panels. If you're in business, just remember, meetings make money. So whatever you can do to drive income or drive a meeting, you got a good chance to make some money from those meetings. But meetings make money all the way around. So, hey, keep that in mind. And you want to book a meeting from a meeting. So at the summit that we have in October, we're going to book the November session and, so on with December, going into Christmas and then into the new year. So, we're just making some moves, man. Closing out the last quarter strong for the year. And I would love to see what you guys got planned or what your goals are. It's not too late. You got 90 days. Life can just super drastically change in 90 days if you put the work in. So I'm willing to put the work in with you. Help you guys do that. And like I tell you all the time, dream bigger, believe better, and expect greater. I'll talk to you soon.